Hello everyone and welcome back to a 2024 Bedwars guide. In this video, I'll be sharing some essential tips and tricks to dominate the game throughout the year. First up, always aim to collect good items early on, with a focus on acquiring blocks and armor. The extra protection can make a significant difference in battles. When you spawn in, keep an eye on your surroundings. This allows you to understand where your enemies are from the start and have a sense of where the diamond generator is. Next, prioritize taking out the person next to you as quickly as possible. This allows you to move on to the middle, which is crucial for accessing late game resources and gaining a strategic advantage. Stay within close areas of the middle of the island and avoid going too close to the edge. Falling off can be a costly mistake, so play it safe and maintain your ground. One thing to keep in mind is that your cursor plays a crucial role in your attack distance. Be mindful of your cursor placement to maximize the effectiveness of your attacks. Placing your cursor on the enemy is the best advantage you can have during a fight. Which is why you should try and make it so it's difficult for your enemy to hit you. This is why when you're one block higher, it can be seen as a disadvantage. This is because if you show the triangle of how the players are looking, the player higher up has less of an angle to place their cursor on the enemy. Because it's much easier to hit someone on their feet than on their head. This is because the base is smaller than the hypotenuse. Winning fights come from clicking quickly, but also from tracing and strafing. When on a bridge, face toward your enemy to ensure you're knocked backward toward the safe area. Angling is essential for knocking opponents into the void or wherever you want. In combat, try to really take advantage of cover. It's really useful because you can block enemies' attacks. Running toward your enemy reduces knockback, and remember that jumping increases knockback. Use these movements strategically, especially when in a fight or trying to escape a combo. Bedwars is a strategy-based game, so avoid unnecessary attacks that consume time and resources. Instead, focus on efficient strategies like collecting iron from multiple bases and utilizing useful bed defenses like stone brick, wood, or even obsidian. When you're in combat, sometimes you should tower up and spread around your area to block players from coming in. This is really useful when you get low and need higher ground. If you're at someone else's base, you can actually predict their teleport home. This can be essential to catch them off guard and easily kill them. As a team, keep track of your opponent's gear and movements. Knowing their strengths and weaknesses can help you make informed decisions during fights. Diamonds are extremely useful and can be the main reason why you're able to beat other players. Upgrade your team's generators and resources to gain a steady supply of better items. Spend diamonds on the team generator first, then spread to armor and attack later, as it's more effective to invest in resources at the start, giving you an edge as the game progresses. When dealing with iron, prioritize blocks the most. This is really useful as you use blocks all the time to get around the map. Try to get armor and swords soon too. With emeralds, your main goal is to try and get diamond armor and swords for your entire team. However, you might also want to get ender pearls. Utilizing ender pearls strategically can easily win you a game. Try and use it when an enemy doesn't know where you are, or if you're trying to break a bed with a team. Also, consider teleporting above your character, because you can actually teleport through blocks, as long as there's only 1 and 2 long gaps. When you're going for someone else's bed, remember to cover yourself with wool to grant yourself more time. Try use your teleport back to base as much as possible. It's really effective and time efficient. Waiting for enemies to attack each other can be proven to be vital. This is why third-partying shouldn't be seen as a bad thing. It's more playing it passively and strategically safe. Hitting an enemy after they just fought is the most vulnerable they'll be. Remember to adjust your FOV to 100 and keep an eye on your ping for optimal performance. This game heavily relies on ping. Mastering Bedwars requires practice and strategic thinking. Experiment with different approaches and kits. Learn from your mistakes and adapt your gameplay. Alright, now I'm quickly going to play a game and show you how to use these tips. At the beginning of the game, I went to the middle immediately to start getting resources. This is because my teammate was already defending and no one was really challenging us. Over here, I'm able to use the teleport back to base effectively because I see that no one's chasing me. After that, I continue to get diamonds and emeralds. At this point, I was able to buy myself better armor. I continued going back to the middle because nobody was really attacking us and it wasn't necessary for me to attack anyone else. At this point, I noticed that Brown was getting a lot of resources, so I went to try and antagonize them. I got a pretty lucky hit on that guy, and I was able to kill his teammate. Unfortunately, while I was towering up, I fell, so I had to get some equipment back. I went back to Brown base and I noticed that they didn't realize I was here, so I quickly broke their bed. I was able to catch them off guard and kill both of them. Now normally if there's only one person guarding a bed at their base, you can expect their teammates to teleport back to home. Since Brown was absolutely stacked with resources, I was able to capitalize and get a lot of useful items. I quickly went to Yellow base and destroyed their bed. Then I ran over to their members and I was able to use the fireballs that I bought previously. As you can see here, fireballs are actually really useful if you have a lot of excess iron. And I was able to kill him by angling my fireball while he jumped, which increased his knockback. While I was in the middle, I actually noticed that there was an enemy here. Now this enemy was the only enemy besides Yellow, so I took note that he had the Barbarian class. I also realized that beds were gonna break soon. At this point, Yellow died to Blue, which left a clear 1v1. I was able to rush in and catch him off guard, however I fell off the cliff. Using the Ender Pearl, I was actually able to teleport onto the bridge, combo him, and then win the game. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, press subscribe, join my Discord, and I'll see you guys next time!